Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me for my latest Look Chic for Less video. Now, as you might be able to tell, there's quite a few items on the rail today, so this is going to be a slightly different format to my usual Look Chic for Less videos, and this also means that unfortunately there's going to be no giveaway in this video, but I promise I will make it up to you in future videos. So as the title would suggest, today is going to be a review, a try on, a bit of a haul, all the good, all the bad of the online retailer YesStyle. Now, in order to review this retailer thoroughly, I have made a rather large order. So I ordered 16 items totaling £197.52, all for science, okay? This is science, guys. And it took just over 4 weeks to arrive. So I ordered the items on the 26th of May and they arrived on the 16th of June. This is just something to bear in mind because this is unfortunately one of the downsides of ordering from these Asian sites, is their shipping does take rather a long time. However, there is a reason for this. As I mentioned, YesStyle is full of lots of different brands. Now, what happens is when you make an order from lots of these different brands, they have to wait for all of those items to come in before they ship your order. So all of the items coming from the different brands go to YesStyle first, and then from there, they come to you. So the more brands you order from, the longer it's going to take to get your order. So my first item I actually have on already, and it is this emerald green. Is it emerald green? It's more of a khaki green, isn't it? Satin skirt. Now, they describe this as a mermaid skirt on the website, which I think is quite jazzy, isn't it? But it is essentially a satin midi skirt. This was £15.83. It also came in black. And there is not a spot of polyester inside. That goes for the entire rail. So for £15.83, I think it's not bad. It is half lined. I'm not actually going to show you because there is a reason for this. It's half lined up to here. However, the lining fits so tight that I actually had to cut 2 slits in the side of it so that the skirt fit. I'm wearing this in a size medium. However, size medium in Asian terms is actually quite small. In fact, it's very small, and that's the one thing you'll probably notice with all their sizing. So do use the size charts for each individual seller because I find them really, really helpful because they give all the measurements in centimetres and you can measure your body and just check that everything fits perfectly. So yes, I'm wearing this in a size medium. Yeah, it is a little bit snug, but I've worn it high-waisted with a little white t-shirt. And yeah, it's just a really nice pretty skirt. I had this on earlier with a pair of black slides, my Dear Francis slides, and I think it's just a nice outfit, to be honest with you. And for £15.83, not bad. Now, moving on to item number 2, which is another skirt, and I'm actually going to show you what this looks like off the hanger so that you guys can see. So this will be, oh no, that's the back, hang on. This will be a paper bag skirt, which at the moment literally just looks like a beige rectangle, doesn't it? Let's try it on and see what it actually looks like. Right, item number 2, paper bag skirt, which is cotton, FYI. And also, before we get on to the negatives, which I think are quite apparent, let's just enjoy the pockets for a second, shall we? Right, well, where should we start with this one? I can see what they were trying to do, you know, I really can. I just think that a paper bag waist skirt needs to be designed as a paper bag waist skirt and not as a giant oblong which you have to cinch in yourself, because this requires a lot of meticulous kind of faffing about to get the pockets to sit right. Then if you start moving this way, it makes your hips bigger. You could kind of move some of it around the back. Yeah, I 100% understand what they were trying to do with this, and I think maybe on the right person it might look okay, but I'm not particularly sold on this for myself, which is a shame because actually I love the colour, I really, really like the fabric, I actually like the style of the skirt. It just doesn't, in theory, fit, well, not in theory, it doesn't actually fit properly. Maybe with some playing around we can try and do something with it, but yeah, paper bag skirt. Now let's move on to item number 3, which is this belted dress. Now I'm going to hold it up here for a second, just so that we can anticipate what's going to happen with this dress. I mean, this brings new meaning to the word mini dress, doesn't it? Shall I just give you a rather precarious little twirl? Yes, I mean, the belt is slightly redundant, isn't it? I don't even know why. It's very short, isn't it? I think we can definitely address the fact that it's very short. So what I'm going to do is actually wear it as a top. There we go. Now, as a top, this is not a complete waist, and I actually think I prefer it as a top. The only issue is that obviously now we do have that amount of fabric which came down to here, which you now have to tuck in. So kind of have to do a bit of shifting around when you're tucking it in. And I would also unbutton the top two buttons just so that it gives a little bit more of a different vibe. But again, it is a nice quality for the price. I love the colour. As you can see, there's quite a neutral colour palette going on. That is very much my jam. I love these kind of tortoiseshell buttons as well. It's a nice quality. I've checked all of the stitching and that is all fine, which I know that can often be a concern for really, really cheap items. Yeah, as a top, it works. As a dress, not so much. Moving on now though to item number 4, which is a little sleeveless vest. And here we have it. I'm actually really, really pleased with this. It was £9.61. It's cotton. It's just a slightly unusual style. I love the contrast of the white buttons as well. There's nothing to stop you undoing the buttons, but I actually prefer it with them done up. I really like this chunky strap situation going on. I love the square neckline. It's just unlike a lot of things which you're seeing out on the high street at the moment, which is why I actually think YesStyle is quite refreshing to occasionally just visit from time to time if you want a few little basics, I guess. It's really good for like very, very simple basic things. I wouldn't be buying a wedding outfit from here. But yeah, for stuff like this, little cotton shirts, definitely a good place to have a look. Yes, a winner for £9.61. Very, very happy. Now on to the next item, which I've actually already worn and I put on Instagram and you guys went crazy for it. Right, here we go. So it's quite buxy and it is quite oversized, but as you guys will all know by now, that is how I love my t-shirts to fit. It's quite long. I'm going to untuck it for you in a minute just so you can see how long it is. It comes down to about here, and the sleeves are quite long and boxy also, which I love because that means you can roll them up, and this is how I would definitely wear it. In fact, this is how I wore it the other day. Now, the quality, as I mentioned with the sleeveless vesty shirt a minute ago, the quality on their t-shirts and their basics, it's excellent. Again, just be careful of which sellers you buy from. I've linked everything that I've bought down in the description box below if you kind of want to go off who I tend to shop with. But the quality of this t-shirt, it's thick, but it's not starchy or scratchy. It's just a really, really good quality. Now, the only thing I can't comment on yet is washing. I haven't washed any of these. However, I have ordered things from YesStyle in the past and they've washed fine. So yes, I reserve judgment on washing on these items for now, but stay tuned. Now let's untuck it so you guys can just see how long it is. There you go, that's how long it is. I'm going to write all of the sizes as well that I ordered down in the description box below for anyone that wishes to kind of gauge how something fits me. Now let's move on to the next item. I've actually got 2 items here, so I'm going to do them in quick succession because I've got 2 more basics. Now this is not linen, neither is this one, but they are, just feeling them hanging on the hanger, amazing quality. Just like this one, the fabric is thicker, it's not thin. It just, honestly, you just have to feel it. It feels amazing. This one in particular feels so amazing. Right, to neutral basic number 1. This was £13.75. Again, similarly to the printed one, it's a very boxy fit with the longer sleeves. So if you like rolling up your t-shirt sleeves, then these are definitely something to consider. Just going to roll this one up so you can see. I would assume it goes with a plethora of denim washes. And also could be really good for wearing with some chinos, you know, all of those kind of earthy neutral tones. It's really good for just mixing and matching with anything like that. Yeah, really good quality, cannot fault it whatsoever. And ironically enough, the prices of the basics are slightly more than some of the other items, some of the more, I guess you could call, substantial items that I have on the rail. Now for t-shirt 2, again, slightly more expensive, £14.44, exactly the same as the other two. This one does feel in particular really, really nice and thick, really, really good quality, very boxy. You could still roll up the sleeves on this one. Actually, I just love the colour on this. I'd say it's like a nude colour. I just think it goes so well with like a mid-wash denim. Just a really good basic for wearing under a blazer or just on its own. Layer some jewellery, good to go. Right, now let's move along the rail, shall we? Moving out of the zone of t-shirts now and into the realm of shirts. So, a slight bit of colour, can we call that colour? I don't know. I'd say it's like a seafoam green, and it is a cotton oversized shirt. So I think we're up to item number 8 in this haul try-on session now. And yeah, this shirt, it's awesome in so many ways, but something which I must address, which I've kind of already touched on, is size. This is an oversized style, and I think I've got the sizing right. But something about Asian clothes is that they do come up very, very small. So sleeves, they are a little bit cropped, which doesn't bother me because I never wear my sleeves fully down anyway. I always roll them up, and that is exactly how I'd wear this shirt. Rolled up sleeves, like so. Either leave it untucked or a half tuck, or I'm just blousing. Work with me here. Fully tucked in, whatever your tucking preference, I think it works. I just love an oversized shirt. It's 100% cotton, winning with the fabrics. Again, nice quality. There was a few loose threads on this one, but it just seemed to be like here. It literally is just where they haven't trimmed that off. So it's just a little bit of laziness. But I haven't lost any of the buttons. I always do a button test, give them a little wiggle, see if they come off. Nope. So we're all good in the hood on that one. Now this was £13.07. I think it came in a few different colour options, but I went for this one because it was something that was lacking in my wardrobe. And yeah, I think it's just a nice little lightweight option for summer. Now, I think we're moving on. Oh, yes we are. We're moving on to dress category. So the first dress that I have is this. This is actually linen, by the way, guys. This yellow linen wrap shirt kind of dress. Right, here we go. Now, I'm just going to address the sleeves for a moment because I've rolled one up just to show you different ways of how you could wear it and left one down. So you have 2 different sleeve options. Winning. Now this was actually one of the most expensive items from the whole order. This was £18.59, I think. And it is linen, which is amazing. Obviously linen's going to crease, but let's just breeze past that. But it is a beautiful dress, I think. I was really excited about this one, and I was so hoping that it wouldn't let me down. And it hasn't. It's just a really nice style. It does actually have a little popper here, which you can pop up, maybe if you have bigger boobs. I mean, I don't have bigger boobs, so I've literally just kind of tucked it in like that. I just think that that's a little bit more of a flattering neckline, or a little bit more of a summer neckline, less modest. It comes with this little belt where you can cinch in the waist, which of course is high-waisted, and it's got this really nice wrap design. It's just a gorgeous colour. I think it's a really nice lightweight dress. It's a nice fabric. My only thumbs down kind of down point to this dress would be that it will catch the wind, and so this will flap open, and when it does, it flaps open to a very unattractive lining. I haven't decided if I'm going to take the lining out yet, or if it's just one of those dresses which you just kind of put up with that, because it's only going to be if the wind catches that you would see that. I just think it's really cute though. Now, I seem to have mixed up my categories because we're just backtracking slightly. For the next item, we're going back to shirts, okay? So we're just having a back to the future moment, but bear with. So it's a crinkle shirt, which I ironed. Well done, Emma. It was £9.76. Again, really nice kind of cheesecloth cotton fabric. Love the colour. It's kind of like a brown / terracotta kind of colour. And this is another really, really nice shirt. I've tucked it in, bloused it over a little bit. In fact, I'm going to untuck it fully just so you guys can see how long it is if you wanted to leave it out and dangling, shall we say. But yeah, really, really nice and lightweight, perfect for summer. Could even be used if you're going on holiday, like a lightweight kind of throw over thing, if you wanted to just throw something on, put your denim shorts on, tie it around a bikini or something if you're heading to the pool bar. But yeah, another really, really good basic. Can't fault the quality, stitching was all good as well. If you do decide to order one of these, maybe just don't iron it because it kind of takes away from the crinkle fabric. Otherwise, yes. Now, back to dresses, and item number 11 is more linen. Yes, more linen. I told you guys I had a problem. So it's a beige linen dress, which I know looks like a giant sack here, but trust me. Now, funnily enough, this was actually the most expensive item from the whole order. This was £25.51. Now, I'm going to put that down to the fact that it is 100% linen. It is quite scratchy actually, but it's brand new, and a top tip for any linen item, especially if it does turn up a little bit scratchy, is that the more you wash it, the softer it becomes. Now I'm going to just roll up the sleeves because I feel like that would just give it a little something different. You could undo this however much you want, you could unbutton it however much you want. For me, I'd say that's like the maximum amount of split that I would like on the front, but it also has this little detail at the side here where it cuts away up the leg, up both legs as well. It's just a shirt dress, and actually for 25 quid I'm really, really happy with this, and I think this is going to come in really handy on my travels. Now I'm going to move on to the last item of clothing, which is this dress, and I tried this on the other day when the parcel arrived, and I was overjoyed with it because it has a rather special detail on the back. So let's give it a try. Now this dress was £15.07, so very reasonably priced. It's made out of cotton. It's kind of like shirt fabric, I guess, like a basic shirt. But what I love most about it is this detail on the back. So it's like elasticated, excuse the bra strap marks, but yeah, it's elasticated, and you can pull it down to show a little bit more of your back, or pull it up a little bit more to stay in line with this nice little high waist. It's just a really cute dress, to be honest with you, and for 15 quid I think it's really, really nice, floaty, lightweight, but oh yeah, you know where I'm going, don't you? Pockets! It's got pockets! Oh yeah! Just think it's a really nice classic dress. It's very, very simple. Wear with a basket bag, or maybe the little bag that I've got coming up for just something really, really simple. Pair of slides or even some espadrilles. Good, nice little summer outfit. I'm actually going to show you the bag because that is the next item. So let's whip it out. Got some sunnies here as well. Check these bad boys out. I think these are actually a dupe of, it might be Saint Laurent maybe. I'm going to try them on. They're kind of like triangular sunglasses. Ta-da! But rather than spending a few £100s on a pair of very, very trend-orientated sunglasses, these were just over £2. So yes, 100% for sunglasses, YesStyle is the perfect place to go. Now, the little bag, this is awesome. So it is a see-through bag. I know some of you are not completely on board. I feel stupid with those on. Some of you are not completely on board with the see-through bag trend. However, this has a little pouch inside. So your bag is see-through, but all you can see is your pouch. So you can either take that out and wear it as, you know, the full-on trend with it being a full-on see-through bag, or you can fill your little pouch, which is matching to contrast. Well, it's not contrast, is it? It matches the handles, which is like this tan faux croc. I think it did also come in black faux croc as well. I think that was the other colour, I'll have to double check that. But yeah, really cute little bag, very, very on trend, and yet for a very bargainous price. So for accessories and that kind of thing, I think YesStyle is 100% worth having a look at. Having said that, I did order another pair of sunglasses, and actually I was really, really excited about these. And this is how they arrived, in this little plastic bag, which is standard. Missing a lens. Lens isn't even in the bag, it's not even fallen out during transit, which makes it even worse because I would have happily glued the lens back in for £2. Just completely not got the lens. So yeah, my last item, I decided to order some earrings because again, for jewellery, they're quite good, really reasonably priced. These were again like a couple of quid. They're just a pair of slightly abstract kind of wiggly circle earrings. I've done a terrible job of describing that, but they're kind of the sort of on-trend earring that we're seeing at the moment. Mango does a lot of stuff like this, but they're usually kind of around the £20 mark rather than the £2 mark. So yes, I ordered these. They're just costume jewellery, obviously for £2. So if you're allergic to any kind of funky metals, then these are not going to be something that you want to put in your ears. And of course, always sterilise things before you put them in your ears. And that concludes today's video. I hope you've enjoyed this Look Chic for Less episode. Let me know if you've got a favourite item or if you're going to give YesStyle a try. Also, let me know if you've had a good experience or a bad experience, if you've already used the website. Like I said, use that comment section down below so everyone can share experiences and we can treat it as like a little forum. For me, it's definitely a website that I enjoy using. Of course, the downsides are the delivery time. Sometimes you have this situation with sizing going on. Other times things can be really, really positive, like the majority of stuff here that I've ordered. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on Sunday.